These Keppi open barbell collars are so revolutionary that you can't even purchase them yet. But stick with me because I have them and I'm about to show you what they all about. Let's go. These guys are crafted from aircraft grade aluminum and they exude a premium feel unmatched by any other clamp I've come across. Inside that sturdy aluminum shell is a rubberized interior lining that delicately cradles your barbell, protecting it from nasty scratches. Personally, I love this because my tri-wide Olympic barbell is a $300 barbell and I treat it like one. And that treatment just got a whole lot better after getting my hands on these boys. Now I would never use spring clamps on that bar, but these are also a big upgrade over plastic clamps, and here's why. When it comes to spring clamps or plastic alternatives, these Keppi clamps are a substantial upgrade in terms of durability. Now just like spring clamps, plastic clamps tend to get weaker over time and we end up buying multiple sets of clamps over the course of our gym's lifetime. Now seasoned lifters out there, do me a solid and reach down in the comments and let the people hear from some of your voices that you know what I'm talking about, because if you've been in the gym working out for a long time, you know that those plastic clamps and those spring clamps tend to get weaker over time, and the less experienced should be able to hear from you guys because it just builds faith in the community. I appreciate you doing it. Now let's move on. Once locked in place, these Keppi collars have a tighter grip than a pair of skinny jeans on a supermodel. This firm grip provides peace of mind, especially when lifting heavy weights or performing awkward movements that might dislodge a pair of inferior clamps. Now that can be good, but that can also be bad. You see, you open and close these guys with these two little levers, and it may look really easy sitting here watching me do it without a barbell, but once you wrap these boys around that barbell, it's a whole lot harder to close them and even more difficult to open them back up. The good thing about this is that it leaves me feeling confident that they're not gonna fall off if I load them up heavily and move them awkwardly for some reason. Now I tested them out by loading them up with 210 pounds on one end of my Lion School barbell. It was the most I could fit on the barbell at one time because I had to use a mix of bumper plates and regular plates, and that left only enough room for me to put the clamps on once it was all said and done. But as you can see, they held up, even after all that jarring I was doing to the barbell right there. Let me revisit opening and closing these real quick because I feel like I may have glazed over that, and I feel like it's pretty important for me to reiterate to you guys that it is not easy to open and close these guys. And if you like my girl Kristen here sporting stylish fingernails, this is gonna be an even bigger obstacle. But even with those fingernails, Kristen was able to get these open and closed. It just wasn't easy. I hope y'all didn't think I was done talking about the design of these Keppi open clamps, because there's more to them than meets the eye. Guess what? They got magnets, baby. Yeah, that's right. You could pop these onto the side of your cage for storage, and that's just dope. Straight up, I love this because I typically hang my extra clamps on my dip bars, but this magnetic situation is so much better. All right, in closing, let me go ahead and summarize what I really like about these Keppi open clamps. Number one is the look and feel. They look so gym ready, you know? I mean, they look like they belong in here because they look and feel so premium and like manly, like most things in the gym do. And to be honest, they should, because we depend on this stuff to be premium because of the nature of how we use it. The next thing I really like is how they feel. Each one of them weighs 8.8 ounces, and that reinforces your confidence when you slap them onto your barbell, and the fact that that rubber lining protects the bar is a bonus. The Keppi clamps open design is a talking point, but it also makes putting on and removing these the quickest experience I've ever had when it comes to dumbbell clamps. Now, if you're using spring clamps and wrist barbell sleeves, you need to order a pair of these ASAP because it's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. Now, as far as anything that I don't like about these clamps, there's really only one thing, and that's just how hard it is to clamp them on and remove them. But for security reasons, I totally get it. Because once you do clamp these on, you feel ultra secure that they're not gonna fall off in the middle of your workout if you awkwardly move them in some way that your barbell is not designed to move. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you how much these guys are gonna cost because they're not out yet and I don't know. But once they drop, I'll drop a link to them in the description of this video for any of you who want to pick them up. Now, if you're still researching clamps, you can go ahead and click this clamp video that I did last year to get a little bit more information. And if you like what I had to say here today, do me a favor and hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that button too. Stay motivated, stay fit. Until the next time, love and peace, everybody.